Hello again, Wild Spirits Stables, finally back with yet another installment in my model horse showing tips series. Today is going to be on showing your horse's best side. This was a issue I ran into in my very first show. I never planned ahead of time and it didn't. I was at the table and I'm like, what side do I show? What side do I show? Sometimes that's a little bit difficult. So to start off, obviously you don't want to show your horse on this side. Judge can't see the whole horse. You also don't want to show the behind of the horse. You want the judge to be able to see one whole entire side. And keep in mind, this goes for photo showing as well. You need to show a whole side of the horse. And then also, as amazing as he looks from this side, you don't want to show him from that side either, because his head is facing the other direction. You want him to be looking at the judge. His head's facing over there and his mane's on the other side. So the best side to show this horse on is this side right here. His head's facing towards you, his mane's on that side, and you can see him very, very well. And this is the general idea you want to go for when you're figuring out what side you show them on, is figure out where their head's facing. Show them on the side that their head is facing. Or if their head's facing straight forward, you can show them where their mane is. That's another really good idea. So this horse is he's a pretty easy one to figure out. And so what you want to do is you can always write it down on your documentations. Write a little R or write a little L for the left-hand side, or a little R for the right-hand side. Or you can use horse terms and say the far side, which is right, or the near side, which is their left side. And next, say you have a horse like this. Her head's pretty much facing this direction, just going forward, so you could really show her on either side. And so then you think, oh, I'll show her on the side her mane's on. So you'd show her on this side. But this isn't necessarily her best side. If you're showing her as an Arab, this isn't really her best side. This side over here actually looks even better. And the way that you want to figure that one out is you go by their lead leg. Her lead leg is her left leg right here. And also her tail is swishing towards you. So that's another way you can figure out what side you want to show them on, because they don't always look the best on their side, on the side their mane is on. Sometimes Arabians look really good with just their bare neck. And finally, to go along with the lead leg idea, check out this guy right here. His head is facing perfectly forward. You can see that he's facing forward. And his mane doesn't favor either side. His mane just goes straight back. And so what you'll want to do, you could show him on this side, that'd be totally fine. He still looks okay on that side. But you want to show him with his lead leg. His lead leg is this one right here, so you'll show him on this side. And then another thing that will determine what side you show your horse on. Now this guy right here, I'm not sure if you can see that in the camera, but he has some rubs on that shoulder over here. So say that this side was his lead leg, pretend it was his lead leg. You could still show him on the other side and get away with it. So say that his rub was on his lead leg side, you could still show him on this side. And it'd be totally fine. If you have some damage on him, show the damage away from the judge. Because you got to keep in mind, you're putting the horse down on the table. When you put him down on the table, you want to face him with his good side out. Because the judge is only going to see one side at first. You don't have a super skinny little table so that the judge can see all sides of the horse. The judge is mainly going to see one side. So that's what you do want to keep in mind. And I know that tutorial was a little bit short. So if you have any questions, if there was something that I didn't cover, feel free to ask me and I'll try to make another video with some other things for you. Alright, thank you so much. Thanks for watching. I'll be back in a bit with yet another tutorial.